Okay, good morning, everyone. All right, it's in morning my time. Basically it's just 79 a.m. EST. So basically, I have my charts in front of me, synthetic indices. I do basically on gold and Nasdaq. That's all I trade on the financial markets. That's 9245. And I trade step index and volatility. 75 So this is like an accountability challenge I gave myself for the year that I'm going to try to record 365 days and now 15 days is out. So it's left with 240 days. So I'm going to have 1 to 240 videos explaining how I traded that day and more like giving myself an accountability check because I can't do live streaming because of my whole schedule for the whole year. But I always make sure to have a video each day recorded and sent. So, so what I have here now is gold trade of yesterday. I had to come back in town to take some exams. Yeah, but I'm great. I'm great. I felt good yesterday. I didn't trade yesterday. I didn't even get involved in the chat because on Monday's part of my trading days, and I got burnt. Maybe by the weekend, I would try to do a proper video recap of all that happened on my charts. And yeah, with me now. I have yesterday's chart. This is where I started from. I had my new day opening gaps annotated in blue color and around 9:30 or thereabout. I'm just gonna put the vertical line around where 9:30 was. And I'm going to clone this and have it at 10. And then I'll have the last one at 11. All right, at 10:30, sorry. And then 11. So basically I have it also at 9. So I basically do not come onto my charts on my table here. I have a paper pen on the wall with no charts to 3 p.m. my time. That's my 9 EST. I'm gonna stick with only EST time. I'm not gonna deal with my Nigerian time because it doesn't really matter. So I feel like we're only able to hear this in the first day. That's just today. And I had this chart. This was 9 window. We have one, two, three, four. That's 4 quarters. I'm basically looking for a trade in this window. I'm basically for a trade in the second window, more like AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and the whole IPD interbank price delivery algorithm. So that's what I'm looking for in these 4 seconds. And we do it with time. That's from 9 to 11. That's the time window I'm looking for. And I'm basically the one in the chat. So we had price. This was good. I think we had a new week opening gap price above. That was where the price opened for the week. And that was yesterday. It was below. This is right here. And well, I wanted to see that if price took out these lows, these highs here, I knew that in time if price took out these highs here, I would obviously look for buys. So this was my high of interest. That was my high of interest as of yesterday. I'm gonna take that to the left. That was my high of interest yesterday. And let's see. Price broke it around 953. And basically, where was the target if I was looking for any trades in this window? We have this relatively good highs there, but I want to see price check out this high. That's an intermittent high. And this is more like a relatively core high. So let's just have the mark here, and black usually is my liquidity spot. I'm going to send the color code of my chart always, and then we also had something. We also had this imbalance in weeks. I'm going to just mark 50% of that. Should around 50% of the week because I want to see price react today. So that was my first point of interest yesterday. And what happened? And in time, price took this out. I usually take my trades from 10. That's around the second quarter. So basically, for me, when the 1 minute chart, so what do we see here? Uh, so basically, this is a breakaway gap. I did not want to see price come here, but I did not want to see price come below this gap. I want to see this price open or throughout this session. I want to see price. I want to see it move away from here with speed. And I have my stop loss somewhere around here. Maybe if it comes down, I know it's obviously going to pierce with the other block. So I'm going to enter here. But basically, we have the other block from here to here. So no, this basically that's the last down candle. And what happened by 10? Price came to this fair value gap here. I'm just going to annotate that very quickly. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I should really start streaming and putting this in the private YouTube really soon. So just for me, basically, I don't need anyone to see me, just my progress. And price closed with this above. The wicks did the damage, and this was around 956 and around 10. Price came again, and then what? Voila. That was quite simple. We had an expansion to the upside in the third quarter. 1, 2, 3. This was the third one and the fourth one. Yeah, so basically it was the third, and this was our potential entry yesterday. And that was immediately. And if you look at something so keenly, price didn't get there, but keeping our stops is what would have moved us. So this was 50%. And if we share that into 4 quarters, you want to see how you react, how price reacts in each of the quarters. So I'm just going to add 0.25 and 0.75. Okay. So now, Michael always says you want to see price at the first quarter. That's why you want to seek the take profit. So basically, this would have been the take profit. And if you look at that, he did that in time. Okay, did that in time for that. It didn't go further. It didn't go lower, and that's quite beautiful. That's 110. Like basically, it's kind of crazy because you basically I have the issue of calculating my risk, and not actually knowing the right lot to take and not sitting being in front of system. But I'm breaking all of those bad principles this year. So let's go. So basically, that's what we had yesterday, and it was quite beautiful. It's quite beautiful, you know. It's quite beautiful. Surprises ran up to the 2.6. We got 2.6. Yeah, that was it. And basically in PM session, that's I know that's where you're being drawn to now. Yeah, the same shit goes over it again. My timing. That starts by 1. My bad. One. Then let's do the same thing. 130. 2. 230. And then what do we have? 3. 230. And then 4. So now, basically, why have it from 1? My count starts from here, from 2. The window was from 2. And then where 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my window actually. You can see where the trade falls in. But now basically, for the PM session, I usually look out for my trades around 130. I want to see what relative equal highs were formed prior to 2 o'clock. And this was the relative equal highs formed prior to 2 o'clock here, and this is the 2 o'clock window. And then price are taking it all out. And by 2, I want to see how far price has gone. Now, like I said, price broke away here with speed and gave only this fair value gap here. That's BC. And it broke away quickly. And it took out those highs. Took out those highs. Well, this is where the final TV was at this relative equal highs here. It took out all of them. It was looking smooth in this area here. So that's basically where my target was. It's one reach 12. So basically, that was all for yesterday. So you see, like, it's crazy, but I know I'm gonna get this shit, and this is gonna be the first year to make my first $100,000 after a long time. So yeah, let's keep going. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I should do Nasdaq and the other days, but I basically wasn't good. Or I think I should just go over Nasdaq. Sorry. I just have that feeling, and then I could switch up sometimes. Let's go. Nasdaq. Now this is Nasdaq. Changed. Yes, now this is Nasdaq. Now, let's wait for it to be changed. So now, this is Nasdaq. Yeah. I had already quite explained this on the chat yesterday. Like I had already annotated because I was talking to a friend and he was like, "Oh wow, how do I trade 1 minute and stuff like that?" So basically, this was the only available setup I had by PM, and now you can see keenly and basically, let's just put the same vertical line so you can see what I'm talking about. Fuck shit, yeah, we're gonna make this money this year. Well, just just time. Not being consistent, just time. Fuck shit. Let's go. So now, this is the winner by 2, right? So what happened here? Price was definitely above the new wake up nigga pass at the time he opened. This was like around one. I came to the chart around 1:30 and I saw this. I was like, oh shit. Okay, well, let's see if price breaks below, breaks above, and let's see what to do. And it broke below, breaking below, looking cleanly. This is what it did. Swept out previous lows. Like it just fucking did that. So waiting for a rebalance to the fair value gap. I'm showing you how I entered my trade. Confirmations, showing a rebalance to this fair value gap here. I think I should draw that out because I need to be very keenly to this because I don't know who might be seeing my journal in the next couple of years so that I can really see. Ah, so I think I should have that with what BOS caps lock BOS. Fuck shit, yeah. Should be at the it should be at bottom. So, and then what do we see here? So let's see this. And now you see, I should make that T color. Just find out some. So that's it. This line and then price just close below. Price close below it. This would have been my entry. They were balanced to this week here. And then I wouldn't want to see price close above. So this was my entry here. Cleanly. And then my stop loss was above this week. So now we see. So now looking at this, how would we have entered this trade in terms of risk? Well, I don't really calculate so much. MT5 fucking does that for me. So I know the lots to approach and check the stop loss immediately. So before the trade, I already know I'm trying to check. Basically, these days I'm trading a 5,000 life I can right now. So I try to use proper risk management. See, so now you see this. That's beautiful. So that's all it does. So I'm taking proper journal. So this is going to be video one. It's going to be dated as yesterday and read. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Be safe.